ingredients for pretzels will be 4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 packet of dry yeast or 2 1/4 teaspoon, 1.5 cups of warm water, 1 beaten egg, and cinnamon sugar and or coarse salt for sprinkling. First, what we're going to do is preheat our oven to 350 degrees. And our next step is to begin measuring out our flour. So I'm going to use the back of a butter knife to level out the flour in our measuring cup by moving it back and forth and flattening the top so we have a perfect cup to add. 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups, and 4 cups. Great, our 4 cups are added to the bowl, and now we can measure out 1 teaspoon of salt for our pretzels. I'm measuring out my ingredients over a cup or a bowl so that my ingredients don't spill everywhere when I'm measuring them out. So I have my salt measured out, my 1 teaspoon, I'm going to add it to the bowl. Now that our salt is added, I'm going to grab our yeast and open that up with a pair of scissors very carefully. And we're going to add that to our bowl as well. Then you can take your hands if you like or use a spoon and just mix together all of your dry ingredients. Now that they're all mixed, we're going to grab some warm water, which is going to be measured at 1.5 cups to that line. And then you can go ahead and add that to all of your dry ingredients. This next step might be easier to mix using your hands instead of a spoon. I'm going to just mix and combine all of your ingredients together so that your dough starts to look sticky like this. And this is where you can begin pulling off small balls of the dough for you to roll out and form into letters or shapes or numbers. There was just so many ideas I had. I tried to do the letter A and then the letter P until I decided I was going to start with the letter D. You can use any letter you want. You can make any shape you want. You can do the whole alphabet. And this batch of dough can make about 11 to 12 small balls for your pretzels. And we can continue making our shapes and letters until we have run out of dough. I decided to spell a word with my pretzels. And maybe if you can read, you know what I spelled. Can you guess? Next, we're going to take our egg, crack it, and add it to a small bowl because we are going to beat the egg with a fork. We're just whisking our fork back and forth until our egg is well beaten and it is ready to be brushed onto our pretzels. So before we put our pretzels in the oven, we're going to brush them with our beaten egg. We're going to cover the entire surface of our pretzels. And then I'm going to use cinnamon sugar for this batch. I'm just adding the cinnamon sugar over top of our pretzels, making sure I got most of the surface. Now we can switch out our baking sheet to do the other pretzels. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to brush them with our egg wash and make sure they're all covered. And this time I'm going to use the coarse salt to just sprinkle lightly over top. And then our pretzels can be added into the oven. We'll need to be very, very careful though, because our oven has been preheating, so it is hot. And then our pretzels can bake for 12 minutes. To make sure my pretzels were finished, I just used a toothpick and poked into my pretzels. If no batter came out, they were done. But if batter comes out, I would stick them back into the oven for a little bit longer. And when your pretzels are done, you now have numbers and letters and delicious shapes to snack on. And here is our word again. I spelled sun with the letters S-U-N. And if you know how to spell, you can definitely spell words with your pretzels. Well, I hope you all have fun creating your own soft pretzels, numbers and letters and shapes. I wonder what you're going to come up with for yours. Enjoy, everyone. Bon appétit. Thanks for watching.